So merit badges, there's about 130 or something of them, but merit badges are essentially career fields where scouts can work on requirements with a counselor and they get their feet wet in different career fields. So there's an aviation merit badge, for example, and that was actually one I earned when I was a scout.
Wow.
Yeah. But
you can fly your own plane?
Yeah, well, not quite, but maybe one day.
This podcast is sponsored by
the patent attorney Charles McCloskey, the best patent attorney in the St. Louis area. The patent application process can be complex and confusing. It's easy to make mistakes that could jeopardize not only your patent, but your entire valuable idea. Patent attorney Charles McCloskey will get you the patent protection you need to bring your invention to market. Call him for a consultation, 636-527-9962.
Tell us about yourself.
What is the Network-a-thon?
The Network-a-thon.
What is the Network-a-thon?
Network-a-thon is the premier business networking event in St. Louis.
So, why should I attend the next Network-a-thon?
It's free, and we personally introduce you to your ideal referrals. And now, on to the Network-a-thon podcast.
All the people are here. All the people here. It's filling up over here at the Network-a-thon. We're in Maryland Heights at Higher Grounds. I just got a very tasty drink. I know, that thing looks like awesome. A churro with no coffee in it whatsoever. So here we go. All right, yeah. That's exactly what you need right now. It's a churro. Well, because it's 800 degrees outside. Right. We're here at the Higher Grounds coffee area downstairs doing the Network-a-thon, which is a chance for everyone to kind of rub. The Network-a-thon? Yes. What is the Network-a-thon? What is the Network-a-thon? It's a place for people to meet. We just met someone here from a scouting
you say
institution.
BSA, right, Nick? You say BSA?
BSA.
All right, Nick, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell me, what do you do?
Sure. So thanks, Bill and Ted, for having me on the podcast. Happy to be here. This is my first Network-a-thon, so I'm super excited. But as they said, I work for the Boy Scouts of America. I'm the Greater St. Louis Area Council here in St. Louis. And what we do is we serve young people across the region. There's tens of thousands of young people that we serve through career development opportunities, youth leadership development trainings, and what scouting is, it's all about youth-led programs. So you might see a scout troop or a Cub Scout pack, and the idea is for the youth members of that troop or pack to really get their feet wet with leadership and plan stuff and execute it. So that's all about what we do, and yeah.
So for the layman who's never heard about the BSA, well, I doubt anybody's never heard of it, but in regards to the BSA, when does it start and how far does it go? Like, how far can you go in the BSA?
Sure, you can do unlimited things in the BSA. So typically, people join when we have the Cub Scouts program, and that's typically, most people's first exposure, and that starts it used to be first grade through fifth grade, but a couple years ago we changed it so it's actually a kindergarten program through fifth grade now.
Nice.
And once you're done with Cub Scouts, the fifth-year program, you might know it's called the Weeblos program. And
I was wondering if that was still around, Weeblos. Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah, it's Weeblos, and there's a couple years of Weeblos, and then once you're done with that second year, you transition into what's called our flagship program, which is Scouts BSA, and that's also for boys and girls, and it's from fifth grade all the way up till your senior year in high school, and that's the traditional program that most people know about, where you can earn that rank of Eagle Scout and do all the camping and fun activities and stuff like that. And then really after that, it's kind of up to you. We have a venturing program for young adults up through the age of 20, and then after that, you can be a volunteer. You can help, for the rest of your life if you wanted to.
So I happen to know somebody very close to me who is an Eagle Scout, but I'm curious, for those that don't understand what the benefit of scouting is, tell us how it is a life-changing deal and how it can actually help you later on in careers, just being a citizen in general, some of that kind of stuff.
Sure. I mean, scouting has so many benefits, and I think what you just said about citizenship is one great benefit, and that's something we preach a lot, is just, being in scouting, whether you're in scouting for a week, a month, or, your whole childhood, it really does help you be a better citizen. There's citizenship merit badges and there's citizenship trainings that you go to. You learn about the local government and how bills become laws and all of that. But as far as other things go, like I said, scouting is just all about youth leadership development, and we really try to put an emphasis on youth programming. And also, a great part of scouting is career development. I think we worked with Washington University a couple years ago to put together a study, and what they found is that scouts are more likely to earn bachelor's degrees, more likely to have higher salaries. So scouting is really a great program. We have merit badges that can prepare you for the world.
Yeah, I would say with the merit badge in general, what are merit badges for the layman, the person who doesn't know?
Sure. So merit badges, there's about 130 or something of them, but merit badges are essentially career fields where scouts can work on requirements with a counselor, and they get their feet wet in different career fields. So there's an aviation merit badge, for example, and that was actually one I earned when I was a scout.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's
fly your own plane?
Yeah, well, not quite, but maybe one day.
Good.
So,
Good to hear.
So you actually do get to fly in a plane though if you do aviation, and you get to go with a pilot, and that's one of the requirements that you complete. So that's just an example of a merit badge, and we have badges like plumbing, welding, camping, all sorts of things that just relate to careers in the modern day.
I used to teach basket weaving merit badge.
I always thought that was a joke merit badge.
Nope, basket weaving, it's cool.
But is it underwater? Because they always say underwater basket weaving.
Well, it starts underwater. You got to wet down the reeds.
So I'm curious. We think about scouting, and it's been a part of kind of the fabric of the United States for a long time. Kind of got popular after World War II and doing stuff. How has scouting modernized to things on our phones and tablets and computers and all of that stuff? How is it growing with where the world is growing?
Sure. So scouting is a very evolving program, and I'd say across the nation, but particularly here, like I said, I work for the Greater St. Louis Area Council, and I think our council particularly has had a lot of exciting initiatives in the past few years to kind of evolve with, like you said, we're in the smartphone era, we're in the digital era, so it's adapt or die essentially. And one program in particular that's really strong in our council is the STEM program. We have a few full-time STEM employees, and we have a STEM week, a STEM camp that actually just wrapped up down at Beaumont a few weeks ago. And we partner with some local universities to put out STEM programming for our youth. So that's one thing for sure. And then also you see that in our merit badge program. There's computers merit badges. I want to say there's a coding merit badge.
Yeah, I think there's a coding one, right?
Yeah. So that's just a few examples of kind of how we've adapted to the digital era.
I've taught recently. I've done a movie making merit badge through the council, so that's something that I do on my end. But
I'd be more interested in the derby racing. I always was very envious of seeing those people making the little cars,
the Pinewood derbies.
Well, the Pinewood derbies, but also the ones that are even bigger. I've seen at least in where I grew up in Texas, they had the Pinewood, which is the small, you whittle it down and all that stuff. Yeah. But then there was the bigger ones that are almost like the wagon wheels, and you sit in it, and
it's
now
an airplane.
Well, no, that's Red Bull, where you're jumping right on the Red Bull thing, all of that stuff. But I love the fact that there's always something to do in creating an atmosphere to use your brain, and then you get a reward and failing forward basically until you get it right.
Certainly, and that's scouting's a great place, like you said, to just fail safely and have exciting opportunities.
So recently, and not too recently, but recently enough, BSA used to be for the Boy Scouts or boys, but now they brought into girls as well. So you can be a Girl Scout or a girl that's in Scouting BSA as well. Talk about that a little bit, how we've included that.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So, like you said recently, I want to say 2019 was when the policy was officially changed, but Boy Scouts of America now welcomes all genders, male and female, and any kid who wants to participate in our program is more than welcome to. So with that being said, there are certainly rules and restrictions in place just to make sure that youth protection is first and foremost in scouting.
In a safe place.
Right. And so if you look at our Cub Scout program, for example, what Cub Scouting does is they have the family pack, and the family pack is essentially a mixed male and female troop where parents are encouraged to be involved, but Cub Scout packs actually break into dens, and those dens are also mixed male and female. And then when you go to the Scouts BSA side, when the kids get a little older, they have girls troops and boys troops, and the two troops can be linked. So like for example, one church can sponsor both a boys and a girls troop. They're just two separate entities.
Gotcha. Right. And they can do the same activities together at points, and then they can also separate at points if they're doing something.
Right.
So if I wanted to be, or if I were interested in being part of the Boy Scouts, or at least volunteering with them, or bringing my kids in, how would I do that?
Sure. So what I'd suggest first and foremost is go to beascout.org. That's beascout.org. And that'll take you to a website where you can find, you can actually enter your zip code and find troops and packs near you. Alternatively, you can also go to our council's website. And Be a Scout is a national website, but that's a great way to find units. But you can also go to our council's website, which is stlbsa.org. And from there, you can find info on volunteering and joining units near you. And we divide our council into districts that represent local geographical areas, so you can find units in your district close to where you live.
Awesome. Lastly, so this is the first Network-a-thon, you said?
This is.
What brings you to a Network-a-thon?
Well, I'm just hoping to meet people and grow the message of scouting. Like I said, we do great things, and I'm happy to promote our message.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time.
When the podcast returns, we will be speaking with Mark Breimer from Office Supply Solutions right after this.
Ready to explore St. Louis in a unique, hassle-free way? How about on an innovative three-wheeled electric trike with Trike STL guided tours, a self-balancing and battery-assisted machine that's also low impact on your body and fun. Visit TrikeSTL.com or call 314-4TRIKKE.
This podcast brought to you by
Office Supply Solutions. Office Supply Solutions combines the selection of all major office supply stores with the convenience of next-day delivery.
Office supplies including printer cartridges, paper, cleaning supplies, computers, and all types of office technology products.
Office Supply Solutions delivery hubs are stationed in most top 150 markets.
And we have over 1 million square feet of inventory.
Go to OfficeSupplySolutionsLLC.com to place your order today.
Today, we're so lucky we have the guy who started it all, who did everything when it comes to networking. His name is Mark Brenner. I said Brenner, not Bremer.
Or Breimer.
Or Breimer. Is it pronounced Breimer?
I'll do that for today because that's what I've been using for the last many years.
Oh. Sounds very Italian.
Thank you. It's not, but a good try.
Nice. All right, Mark, let's talk about the Network-a-thon. First, tell me, what is the Network-a-thon for the layman, the guy who's never been before?
So in the St. Louis market, we have a lot of people who have small businesses. A lot of times when you go to networking events, you walk around the room and hope to find the right people.
Yeah.
What we do is you tell us who you want, and we walk you right up to those people by profession or type of person, so you meet exactly who you want. So basically, you create your own event within our event, versus just hopefully wandering around hoping you meet somebody.
Aimlessly networking people on the street, right?
What was the inspiration for this? How did this come to game?
Well, I did a 5-year anniversary party for our company back in 2015, and it went way too well. So it's supposed to be a one-time event, and long story very short, it's supposed to be a nice parking lot party. Mother Nature had other ideas, so we had to bring it inside, and people sweated to death, but met so many people, they begged for me to do it again, so we moved it across the street to the roller rink the next year, which I never planned on doing, and then next thing you know, before COVID, we had a record of over 400 people.
Wow, 400 people.
In one event.
That's crazy. In regards to like the target people, the people that really should be coming to this event, who are those people?
The people who are looking to grow their network, make more money, and be successful in the St. Louis metro area, because we have people from St. Louis, St. Charles, and the Illinois Metro East who all attend. So basically people who are trying to expand for their clients, have more contacts, expand their personal contacts to get more clients, and people who just want to be successful in general in business.
And then tell me about the range of people that come, because there is definitely just an eclectic bunch that come to this, right?
Really, there's no set target person, because we have 5 different categories of people that we, I guess, categorize people in.
Yeah.
We have colored stickers for each. We have one that's for home and home services, one that's business and consumer, business to business is another, wedding events, and lawyers, because they just like to talk to themselves anyway.
Yes.
So this way we can help you network yourself by matching up dots with people who have the same color when we're not able to be next to you connecting every second.
If I were looking to come to a Network-a-thon, where would I go to find out when the next one is?
Network-a-thon.com.
Network-a-thon.com. That's
kind of
very
crazy
convenient.
website, yeah.
Yes.
When do they happen? You said it's like a specific Tuesday.
Right, so we always do the last Tuesday of the month. That's the first month of the quarter.
All right, so Network-a-thon, come meet some people in every walk of life that you want to network with, right?
Correct.
Last question, because you own a company called Office Supply Solutions.
I do.
That you run. They are a sponsor of this event, of course.
Yes.
Let's talk about them. Let's give them a quick pitch. Who are they? What do they do?
We're one of the only locally owned office supply companies in the Metro St. Louis area. We work with all size businesses, from single home offices up to large law firms. We mainly provide items such as printer cartridges, office supplies, and furniture for people who value their time and would like to be successful.
Love it. Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, guys.
Join us for the next Network-a-thon and Next Live Network-a-thon podcast, Tuesday, October 24th, 2023.
The free Network-a-thon, the premier business networking event in St. Louis.
Go to the Network-a-thon website, networkathon.com, or call 314-227-6771.
Here's another AG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.